margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs. Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Calling all caffeinated Husker fans. Looking to boost your energy and focus? Caffeine alone won't do the trick. Enter Cranium Energy Drinks based out of Fremont, Nebraska, founded by lifelong Husker fans. Cranium is more than just caffeine. Every can has highly dosed nootropics that help boost mental clarity, paired with 150 milligrams of natural caffeine to provide smooth, long-lasting energy as well as enhanced focus. Find it at Hy-Vee Health Markets in Nebraska and Council Bluffs, as well as select gas stations and supplement stores. Or purchase online at drinkcranium.com, spelled with a Y after the I. Enter code EARLYBREAK for 10% off your order.
Hello, this is Mary Pat Waite. I've had the privilege of working with Lincoln Families as their realtor for more than 31 years. And I'm so proud to be associated with MP Dodge Real Estate. For me, your transaction is unique in its own way. My experience allows me to bring you trusted care and a really great outcome. My NP Dodge family shares the same client focus.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Looking for someone to clean out your gutters or aerate your yard this fall? Call Isaac at Woida Outdoor Solutions today at 402-607-9154. Get your gutters cleaned today with a phone call to Woida Outdoor Solutions at 402-607-9154.
You've got used to one segment of Good Takes in the morning, but now there's a full show of Good Takes at night. Welcome into Raff's Good Take on Sports on 93.7 The Ticket.
All right, welcome back in. Tick Weeknights, joined by Chris Raff. As always, come Monday through Thursday, 9 to 10 p.m. right here, 93.7 The Ticket. You guys are welcome to join in, 402-464-5685, Starter Heyman text line. And, of course, all the streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961 here on a chilly night in Lincoln, Nebraska. Raff, how's it going?
Going pretty good. Are there a lot of people down there for the Maroon 5 concert?
No.
What? You got James Valentine back in town? Lincoln native?
I'll be honest. At least not across my window. Maybe they're all somewhere else.
Have you went down and got your picture taken with the James Valentine street sign yet?
Is that the Maroon 5 guy?
Yes.
I'm not a big Maroon 5 guy. That's all right.
I was wondering when they renamed the street after him. I was like, I wonder if they have a concert. And then sure enough, tonight there's the Maroon 5 concert. So I'm sure a lot of our Raff's Roadie listeners are there with their earpieces in, listening to the concert, but meanwhile listening to Raff's Good Take on Sports, because that is the dedication of a roadie right there, that you you're able to multitask with two different programs.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of their songs. I mean, Payphone, yeah, I remember some of these. Man, they have a lot of big time songs.
Who's the main singer? He was on America's Got Talent, or not America, or the
Adam
singing
Levine?
song. Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Yeah, no, it's
bet-
a good. No problem. They have some good songs. Don't get me wrong. I'm not too good for Maroon 5. It was just never been my favorite.
They've had a good long run, though. I mean, I think they've been
Oh, yeah.
around for 20 years probably, because I remember when James Valentine when they first kind of got out that he was in the band or whatever. And that's been a long time ago, because I believe his sister was in my graduating class. I believe, or a cousin or somebody like that. But if somebody listening can verify that, I believe that she was. But yeah, I don't know. It's cool though to have that connection. It's always been cool through the years when they're like James Valentine, Maroon 5. So
Well, he's that Lincoln, Nebraska connection. It is every now and then. It is cool. Don't get me wrong. To have a big time star like that, because he's the lead guitarist.
yep. Or the bass player or whatever. I'm not really a big music connoisseur, but yeah, the guitar player. That's what I'll say. The guitar player.
He does play the guitar. That is for sure. But no, I didn't even. I'll be honest. I didn't realize that was going on.
Yep, it's going. It's going. But like I said, people are at the concert and listening to us at the same time, so it's always good. That's always good to hear. So thank you to the listeners out there. So Harrison.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's only one way to start the night. I am completely, utterly stunned by the NCAA. Just when you think they can't do anything, they completely outdo themselves.
Go on.
I mean, they're going to let student athletes gamble on games. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, me and DP talked about this yesterday, and I get pretty heated about it.
I don't understand it. I just like, well, they can't. So if you're a Division I athlete, you can gamble on pro games and Division II, Division III. Okay, so just me, dealing in what is it when you? Oh, I always forget the big words. I got to get better at my big word vocabulary. Hypotheticals. There we go. Hypotheticals. Hypothetically speaking, you're a college athlete, and say you put some money down on the pro game, and you lose, and say you try and chase that, and you lose some more, and then you chase it a little bit more, trying to get back to even, and you lose some more. Okay, so what do they see good in that? Because my mind thinks one thing. If you get down in money, you want to find a way to get it back. Now, if you're a college athlete, wouldn't your thought process be, well, maybe I'll just shave a couple points here, shave a couple rebounds there, and tell the person to maybe not bet on me? I mean, it's just, I don't know. The NCAA is just, they have so many other things that they should be worrying about, but legalizing gambling for college athletes is just not one of them that they I don't understand it. Like NFL, in the NFL, they can't even gamble. I mean, you gamble there. I mean, it's, a year's suspension, and now and then the connection to it all. Like, just because they're Division II, there's still, I mean, there's at Kearney right now, there's probably 5-6 players that played for Nebraska that transferred there, that just the connection part of it. I don't get it. I agree with Sankey, the head of the SEC, and like, why are you doing something like this? But to each their own, I guess. I'd be interested to hear what some of the listeners have to say. Like, do they really? I mean, I don't understand it. I just think you're just opening yourself up for other controversies that you I mean, you already are dealing with it already, but now you're going to have kids gambling. It's like, I don't know about that, but
yeah, I'd love to hear the opinion on why it's a good thing.
But even like now coaches will be able to gamble too on, I mean, a lot of these the coaching tree, I mean, just because it's Division I, Division II, I mean, you have you still have your connections.
Well, that's just it. It's the connection piece of it. You can't control everyone.
Yeah.
And it's, if the player just has information, insider information, who's going to stop people from coming to players and asking for insider information? It's like, okay. And I'm sure there's some Division I athletes that have information on some of the guys that are in the league because maybe they played at Missouri and now he's playing it. Luther Burr. This is a hypothetical, of course.
Yeah.
Luther Burr's not great guy. I doubt he'd be one to do this, but say he's coming out of Missouri and now he's in the NFL and he's like, hey, I got some inside information on the Chicago Bears and you guys can bet on this. It's pro. What if I tell you X, Y, and Z? And now you got the entire university football locker room of Missouri all having some inside information on the Chicago Bears. And all those guys make a bet with some insider information. They make their money. A few years go by, not a big deal. It comes back around 7 years later. An investigation opens up and say, Missouri football won the title that year, or they won the conference championship that year. Now it comes back 7 years later, and there's this story where these guys all made a bunch of money on this one game, kind of like what happened is in the NBA right now, where that stuff is really easily, that information's easy to pass.
Yeah. And does it,
insider information 7 years down the road, there's still repercussions, even though it was 7 years ago.
So does it flip flop for the other? So like if you're a Division III player, are you able to gamble on Division I games now?
I think apparently that's the way I read it. I could be wrong on that, but
because that's what I thought too. So now I'm thinking to myself, so you're a Division III, say you're a Division III coach. Maybe you're making what, 40,000 a year, 50,000 a year. And you have a coach friend in Division I. And prop betting became very popular in today's world.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, so by chance, are you going to pass or are you going to run on first down in the first game? What's on your script? Because usually, how they script out the first 15 to 20 plays? It's going to be a pass. Okay, well, I'm going to put my money on a pass on the first play of the game. It's like, I just think they're opening up a whole can of worms by doing this. But like I said, just when you think the NCAA can't, they find something even crazier. And this is definitely one for the books. And I think you're just opening up just a huge can of worms, and you're going to have, I see problems, but I think that's what the NCAA wants. I think they want to be in the spotlight some way, some form, some fashion, but just especially now with with all the gambling and all that stuff that being talked about in the NBA, and then you're gonna come out and try it. It makes no sense to me. I guess it really made no sense to me, with the figures that the college students are making these days. I never thought that NIL would turn into, players making $4 or $5 million a year. I never thought that. I thought it was always, to where they could live comfortably. I thought that was the plan. And then I always thought that maybe, if they wanted to find, with like jersey sales and stuff like that and put it in like an account that they would get after their college career, going into the world. But I never thought that you'd have, the Nebraska football players parking lot, decked out and BMWs and Mercedes and all that. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think, and then now you're going to say, oh yeah, we're going to legalize gambling. So.
Well, I mean, no one has problems with NIL. If they do, it's normally the delivery of it. Because the way scholarships are done, it's a very packaged. There's a process that goes through it. You don't just get the money. It goes in increments to guide you through your career at the university. And I think people were maybe thinking that's how NIL is going to be. It's going to be packages that will kind of come as part of the deal, but they're not going to give these kids millions of dollars just right out of the bat. And then you find stories like, oh, these kids just got millions of dollars right out of the bat. Not, I thought it was going to work. And, they got money burning a hole in their pocket. Now they can go gamble on sports. My whole thing with this is how desperate are you for money?
Yeah.
Is it about money? Are you guys running dry? It's not good. You open up a potential of a million other problems.
Yep.
When you do this, and the sport, this is just my opinion. If you want to gamble, and I said this yesterday, if you're an adult and you want to gamble, I'm not going to stop you. It's your right to do it. But to deny how big of a problem it's becoming, especially for the youth, me and DP, when we were looking at it yesterday, it's like 80% of high schoolers have gambled already, guys and girls.
definitely.
And just be for the parents out there, it's unfortunate, but it's really easy. I mean, kids today, they know what a VPN is. They know, even if they're in the state of Nebraska and it's legal here to be doing sports gambling, unless you go to like an actual casino or something. If a kid can figure out how to download a VPN and then just get access to those apps instantly, pay $2 a month for a VPN hider, it's a major problem. Like, youth gambling is already a growing number, and all these universities have done a lot of studies on it. These, government agencies have done studies on it. It's a major growing issue. So for you guys to sign this deal is just gross to me.
Yeah.
Just flat out. You know what the problems in society are. You're not stupid. If you didn't do the research, you chose not to. And if you did do the research, it'd tell you you're pushing a very bad thing on the youth. One that's causing a lot of problems already. And now you're going to have every game sponsored by FanDuel. You're going to have every other segment give you the spread, the money line. And you're supposed to be protecting the student athletes. I'm not buying it. No, that's a greedy, selfish decision. And that's how I feel. Not everyone has to feel the same way. But if your mantra is to protect the student athletes, and there's a growing youth gambling problem that's happening because every podcaster says, use my code when you go to FanDuel. It's terrible. So I got a lot of problems with it. It's one of the things that drives me up the wall the most, I'll say, in a long time, that they can somehow push this through with a smile on their face.
Well, I thought I misread it at first. When I read it, I was like, what? I'm like, this has got to be a misprint. I was like, there's no way that they're gonna. And then I reread it again, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I cannot believe that they're gonna allow this. Just all the stuff, all the stuff that's not, that can be, the crooked part of it, just that part of it, but not even thinking about. Here you have these athletes that have a little bit of money in their pocket, that they could be, maybe investing in, and there's going to be those people that aren't going to handle gambling well, and they're going to lose a lot of money, and they're going to look back on it, and they're going to be like, I wish I would have saved it. Yeah. I don't know. It's so weird to me. And just to think that all the things going on with the NCAA, and that's what they're focused on, is just, it's beyond me. But then I think it is the NCAA. So I would expect nothing less out of them like that. But that is so crazy to me.
Well, and the security rails that they have around it's a joke. It's a narc line. So you as the university, if you're suspicious, or if you're a student, or if you're just anybody and you're suspicious of gambling activity, it's up to you to narc and call it out. So that'll work out well. We'll have the universities in charge, because if they're in hot water, they'll surely say, "Hey, we did something wrong. Please investigate us." And if you're Ohio State and you call Michigan and you narc on Michigan, and it's like, man, now Michigan they might start a narc war here, where we're all just trying to cancel each other's players for gambling. This does not really shape out good in my mind in any way. I think it's a problem in the youth, and I think it's a really gross way to exploit it. And it's been open arms with sports and sports gambling. There used to be a fine line, and again, I knew it was bad when every segment of everything I watched was sponsored by FanDuel, DraftKings, or some fantasy football league. If you listen to any of the Barstool Sports, you listen to the Joe Klatt show, you listen to Josh Pate. I like some of those guys, and those guys have the gambling ads in there, because those gambling, I mean, they're money giants, and sometimes they're tied to the mafia. If you don't believe me, go look at the NBA. It's not a good wagon to attach yourself to. We got one from text line. Kevin Dawson, he was listening yesterday too. So he says, DP gave a heartfelt PSA last night about the evil in gambling and the love of money. It's not worth it for any worth it for any young man to listen to the wisdom y'all are giving. Thank you guys. So yeah, shout out Kevin Dawson. And it's not just me, Raff, and DP with a bunch of old man takes. It's a problem that most people are aware of.
Yeah, I just think of all the ways around it. Like, I mean, if you're a Division I athlete or a Division II athlete, Division II, and you bet on Division I, say you have a rough showing, and you have people coming to collect those debts, and you have access to your team. I mean, I just think there's so many problems, that not only just people losing their money, but also what can be the different ways around this, and just what can happen because they're giving it such easier access. I mean, you're already afraid of, people, in the wrong, trying to get into to pay players to point shave and to do stuff like that. Now you're putting it right in the players' hands, and the contact within, the athletes, Division 1, Division 2. Oh, that's going to make a difference. I mean, that's foolish, and it's sad, but like I said, it's the NCAA, so I'm getting used to crazy stuff. It just, I don't know if I ever get to a spot where anything will ever shock me anymore with what the NCAA does.
This one did. I mean, this one, just the what I deem, and maybe these people have just opinions, but what I deem is just moral disgust. Like, again, I don't know how you look at the landscape of things and push this saying it's a good thing.
Well, whose idea was it? That's my thing, is where does even talk of that? Okay, well, today we're going to talk about letting college athletes gamble. I mean, who comes up with that idea after all the years that you've fought against gambling? And, I mean, for so many years, any talk of gambling or whatever, it was just, you were basically, thrown out and said, yeah, and then all of a sudden, FanDuel and all those, places come involved in it. Now you're proudly sponsored by FanDuel, and you're proudly, it's so crazy to me. And then now to do this, I think you're opening up a whole box of worms, and once you let them out, it's hard putting them back in.
Yeah, I mean, just for reference, I'm just looking up right here. FanDuel's daily earnings vary greatly, but the company's 2024 revenue was approximately 15.84 million per day on average.
I wish I'd have came up with that idea.
15.84 million day per average. Now, given it's going to vary up and down, you're going to have some big peaks, you're going to have some low valleys. That's the money that we're talking about here. That's in like it. The NCAA, is it just money? Is that where we're at in sports? And this has been my issue with college sports. And I've said this 100 times. What concerns me about college athletics, and I've said it over and over and over, it feels like the last 9 out of 10 decisions have been about money. This one, it feels like the last 10 of 10 decisions have been purely based on money, not the actual interest of the student athletes, not their education, not the traveling and making sure their sports get the right spotlight. It's no. How can we make as much money as possible? Way too business-like. It's become way too much like a business. And this is just, again, another one of those moves. You got a company who's making $15.84 million of revenue on average in a day, now becoming buddy with all these universities whose mission statements all have along the lines of somewhere, not verbatim, but paraphrasing, within the best interest of the student athlete or students. If that line is true, the universities need to make a stand. And even if it's legal in the NCAA, I would love if the University of Nebraska came out and said, we do not condone this at our program. If you participate in it, we will carry out the punishments that the NCAA used to hold.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come down to the universities really keeping this thing in check.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. It's a different world. It is a different world. I mean, back in the day, like I said, you just say the word gambling and you were basically, done. Now they're like giving the way to gamble. It's crazy to me. I see nothing good coming from this. I don't even know and whoever's idea it was, I just don't know how do you wake up and be like, hey, today we're going to see about, getting college athletes to gamble. Who does that?
Fat check. Someone who's getting a fat paycheck.
Yeah.
It's my thinking of it.
Yeah. They definitely had someone, talking to them or in their ear. That's for sure.
Yeah, and they won't suffer for it. They'll make a bunch of money on it. Some kids will, unfortunately, as you mentioned, will get that bug. It's not everybody, and that's what I mean. But I don't blame people for gambling. If it's your money, spend it how you want. But it's, to me, knowing that there's a population that does just struggle with it immensely, and especially for young dudes out there and girls. I mean, they're a little bit more of a risk taker. They like, that's a big conversation with dudes, especially in the high school level, and how popular it is when they talk about it in any sports conversation. They give you the spread and all that. And it's just an adrenaline rush type of thing. And that's why the youth are so predisposed to getting addicted to it. And then pride gets involved where, you'll have people, they fall behind and it's like, oh, this is embarrassing. I owe these people a lot of money.
Yeah.
The quickest way to make that money is if I put out another bet, but I need to steal a little bit of money here so I can make this bet, but it will pay out. And that's
now it opens up a whole different worm. Before it was like quickest way to, make up the money is make another bet, get deeper, deeper. But now you're going to have, well, hey, if I just let this person know that we're not going to win by 14 points on Saturday, I can get myself out of debt. It's just
those conversations happen. I mean,
that's
how
definitely
someone gets in really bad trouble.
Yeah.
And they say, hey, I'll even clear your debt. Just do this one thing for me.
Yeah.
And then that's how it starts.
Yep, it is. And people are like, oh, that'll never happen. It's happened. It's already happened. And now you're going to you're going to legalize it and you're going to give athletes I don't know how this is all going to end up. So I don't know. Well done, NCAA.
If you see it happening, be sure to call that line so you can narc. And I have no idea how that's going to
call that line. 1-800-BETS off.
1-800-BETS off. That'll just, it's insane, Raff. I knew if it felt like we were kind of heading in this direction, but this was not on my bingo card for the next decade.
No, I did not think it would ever. I never thought. I mean, the NFL. I mean, like I said, during the season, NFL they can't gamble on anything during the season. And I don't even know what it is in the off season. I don't know if it opens up to where they can casino gamble and stuff like that. But during the season, they're pretty much locked down. No because it opens them up. They lose a lot. They go lose a lot in Vegas. The person goes, well, spread 6.5, maybe keep it within 3 next week. It's like, and the NFL's been, so strong and so, stringent on no gambling and the punishments, a year suspension. And now you have the college game saying, okay, we're going to do it. You just can't gamble on the division you're in. It's like,
yeah. I mean, why do you think the NFL is so strict on it? It can be devastating.
Yep.
If something, it's not guaranteed to happen. It's not, going to happen a lot or all the time, but when it happens, it is very, very harmful.
Yep.
And again, that's the way the college level is doing it is going to be very harmful. I'm just going to take a wild swing at it now and saying something's going to happen that's not great. Yeah, that's all I got to add on it. I mean, it's been a little bit ranty. I've been on the sports embracing gambling way too much rant for a while before knowing that they were going to do this, but my Lord, it is happening. That's all I have left to add on it. I can rant for like an hour on this, but all right.
We gotta let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
I'm gonna let it go, Raff. I'll let you tee up segment 2 so we can get off the gambling.
Well, segment 2, we got to talk. Well, we were going to talk Nebraska football, but we got on but I guess it kind of involves it a little bit NCAA. So I think segment 2, let's talk about the NFL, and then tomorrow night we'll talk college football.
All right, don't go anywhere. This is Raff's Good Take on Sports right here, 93.7 The Ticket.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Krikak of State Farm Insurance.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Score big with rebates up to $2,000 on the Kawasaki Nav, Kawasaki's first ever fully electric personal transportation vehicle designed for cruising the good life. Be the first to nav your neighborhood. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location, where they can't wait to get you set up for football season.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Time for a new heating and cooling system? Get the options, brand, and efficiency that best fits your family and your home. Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Are you looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through October at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines, or lock in a 2.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by a qualified standard rate for another 36 months. Whether you're thinking of this year's harvest or planning ahead, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your local Landmark Implement for more details or check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
I can't believe I just scratched that card. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Back to Raff's Good Take on Sports on 93.7 The Ticket. With all the good takes you need, here is your host, Chris Raff.
Welcome back in. Raff's Good Take on Sports, 93.7 The Ticket, as always, Monday through Thursday. All right, Chris Raff, I'll let you break it down. Segment number 2, the floor is yours.
Okay, before we get to the NFL talk, just want to update everybody that the World Series, Toronto is beating the Dodgers 6-1 in the top of the 9th. So it's starting to look like you're going to go 2-2 in the series. So it could be playing out to a 7-game series. Yeah.
You said watch that one last night?
I didn't make it 18 innings. I did not make it. I woke up to a text from Mr. Nick Sainert saying that there was a chance that the Dodgers were going to have to pitch a position player in the 18th inning or whatever to get the victory. So I was unable to make it the entire 18 innings. So, but Freddie Freeman with the walk-off home run, I believe it was. So congratulations there. But looks like the Blue Jays got a little bit better sleep last night and looks like they're going to pull this one out. So 2-2. So does that have to guarantee a game 7 now? 3-2-5. No. So I guess it still could be a 6-game series, but
feels like we're headed to 7 though. It does
you
feel
always,
like
you always hope for a 7-game series. I mean, last night was the 40-year anniversary of the Kansas City Royals, 1985, seven-game series win against the St. Louis Cardinals. So you always look for that game 7. Good times.
it feels like we're going to get to a game 7 with this series though. The way it's just been back and forth, and last night was insane. You know, again, me and DP are here till midnight. I rarely get to go home and watch a game, let alone watch a game for like another hour. It's just, I mean, I left here and it was the 13th or 14th inning, and I got home and another hour of baseball was there to unfold in front of me, which was, you know, great for me. He's got to work the vampire hours to still watch some live action. And it was just kind of funny that everyone's like, oh, Billy, I can't make it through. And I was like, I live for this. This is the one moment where I can definitely watch through it. And no, it was a great finish. Unreal to see both teams just completely clear out their bullpens. And knowing this game today, you're kind of wondering how it's going to look with both teams having to expend all their pitchers. And they started Ohtani on the mound today. But as you mentioned, 6-1. Toronto Blue Jays, they'll lead it. They need this one. Otherwise, they're sitting in a big hole, and it'd be 3-1 with the Dodgers leading. But if they get this one, to your point, it's 2-2 series.
Yep. So got a good series brewing. I shouldn't have said brewing. Those Brewers fans are probably still a little upset. But
all two of them?
Hey now. Those
Do you know
Milwaukee
any Brewers fans?
Oh, a couple. Not a ton. They got a cool stadium.
I don't know any. Yeah, that's why I was asking. I mean, there's Brewers fans, but I don't know how many can reach our radio signals.
I was a Brewers fan as a kid for a little while.
Really? Why?
Cecil Cooper.
Okay.
Played first base. But also like Robin Yount, Paul Molitor, Gorman Thomas.
I'm going to keep nodding my head like I know every single one of those names.
Raleigh Fingers. Yeah. Brewers, Brew Crew.
So are you still a Brewer fan?
No, I don't even know what fan I am. I think I'm a Royals fan, I guess, but I don't know. After Alex Gordon retired, I kind of lost my luster there. I need to find someone to attach to, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Pick your poison there. When it comes to MLB, just about everyone I know is a Royals fan because of proximity, of course. And I don't really have a dog in the fight. I'll root for the Cardinals. Just
I thought I was going to become a Rocket City Trash Panda fan, AA team here for the Angels, but that hasn't came to fruition. They have a cool name, but yeah, they put on a pretty good show. But the players are still a little too young yet. You know, a couple of them, but it's like I guess in the next 5-6 years you'll probably know them all, or 65% of them. But when they're there, it's like unless you're a baseball connoisseur, you don't know. I mean, there's a draft pick, here and there that roll through there. But I remember last year we went to a game and I didn't recognize any name. I was like, oh. So.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what that world all looks like, to be honest. You'd probably get some big names, probably similar to the Stars, where USHL teams where it's like you got some real stars in there, but it's, few and in between. And some team feels like they have all the dudes, and it's just kind of year in, year out. It's a different, because the Stars last year were like the best team in the USHL, and this year, really tough start. We'll see what they finish out as, but it's very up and down.
Oh yeah, definitely. So I asked you this question last week. I'm going to ask it again.
All right.
Who's the best team in the NFL?
Did I say the Colts last week?
Yep.
Yeah, it's still the Colts.
Still the Colts.
Jonathan Taylor, man. I mean, he's like the MVP right now.
Yeah, he's had over 200 yards rushing. I think you're right. I feel like they're starting to solidify it a little bit more. I felt they played another, really good game. So I think the Colts are that team. You feel kind of bad, that Jim Irsay's not around to get to witness it a little bit, but his daughter, they show the command. I think there's 3 daughters that are running the team right now, and the one, she's on the sideline constantly taking notes all the time, taking notes. So
She's awesome. I mean, I don't understand why some people like want to give her a hard time for that. I mean, it's an owner that's heavily invested in the team, and that team's winning a lot.
Yep,
So,
taking notes.
Yeah, I mean, I would love it if, and that's why I appreciate DP's leadership and Rebecca's leadership. And that's not me just saying it, but you guys know, like, it's 10 to midnight. DP hops on air and, he'll do the work. When you have ownership like Woody Johnson's of the world, just like to point fingers and blame when things are going wrong, that's a tough person to work for. So when you have somebody who's down there, who's going to be, her face will be on the sideline if they're taking L's or if they're winning. And if she's on her notepad and they're losing week after week, she's also going to hear about that. So, no, I mean, all power to her. I mean, more owners, I think, could probably take a page out of her book.
Who's the second best team in the NFL?
Would it be crazy to say the Chiefs are already coming back and might be that next team?
Yep, that's crazy. Who's the second best team? No, I'm just joking.
They're rearing up. It feels like the Chiefs are going to do what they did.
I think I got another team ahead of them.
Let me look at just the standings real quick.
Okay.
I got a few teams in my head. It's crazy that you'd want to say like the Bills this year just aren't even in that contention right now. At least not for me. Until they start cleaning some things up.
Well, we'll find out next week because they play the Chiefs. So we'll find that out.
Knowing you want to say your Broncos. I'm not going to let you.
No, I'm not saying the Broncos. I think there's somebody else.
Okay. I'm still going to go Eagles. I'm going to lock in Eagles still. I mean, the defending champs, that team, they're sitting there 6-2. I know they beat the Giants without Cam Scatterboo, but it still looked like a pretty solid game for them. Give me the Eagles.
I'm going to go Green Bay Packers.
Of course.
And the reason for that is you're going into Pittsburgh and you're able to get a convincing victory in Pittsburgh. I know they have Aaron Rodgers who, he wanted that victory to get him a victory over all 32 NFL teams. So I'm going to go with the Packers. I think Jordan Love's playing really good football right now. I think that's a team for me that when I watch them live, it convinces me a little bit more. Sometimes I go a period of time where I don't watch the Packers, but then I'll watch Jordan Love and I'm like, yeah, he's a pretty good quarterback. He's knowledgeable, has all the tools, has all the attributes. It's crazy to think too that the Green Bay Packers in what is it? Let me think here. 30. What do they say? 34 years or something, some crazy stat like 30 in 34 years, 3 quarterbacks have played like 94% of the games or 96% of the games. Favre, Rodgers, and Love. I mean, that's crazy. The Broncos, I think, went through 3 quarterbacks in 1 year. And to think that they've had 3 standbys for the last 34 years it's incredible. That's like the Pittsburgh Steelers and their coaching staff. I mean, they've had 3 coaches in the last 50 some years, that's insane that you'd have Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Mike Tomlin. 3 coaches and almost 60 years of football. That is wild. And that's kind of what the Green Bay quarterbacking tree looks like. It's been that consistent. So
yeah, I'm well aware of that, Raff. It's the Bears comparison of like going through quarterback after quarterback, and then you're just looking over at your rival like, I think this is unreal. You guys haven't had to sweat, and you give them credit, right? You also drafted well, but it's also one of those things where it's like, man, it is unreal how you guys always get this right. And
there's luck into that too, because I mean, you couldn't have predicted, like Favre, for instance, you're not going to predict he's going to come and play 16 years. Just for the fact that his first year in Atlanta, he was the 3rd string quarterback, Jerry Glanville, and then he comes to Green Bay and he doesn't know what the nickel defense is or nickel on the dime. He doesn't know what they are. And then Ty Detmer has to let him know what's up. And then he's able to go and, have the MVP career that he had. And then Aaron Rodgers is the same way. yes, he has he had a, some fire because he got drafted so late, but he sat on the bench for like his first 2-3 years, and then he's able to come and play, 16 years. And then now you have Jordan Love, by all accounts, is probably going to put up close to, I would say 16 to 18 years. So when it's all said and done, they're going to have over 50 years with the same three quarterbacks.
But only
it's
3
wild.
Super Bowls to show for it, though.
2 Super Bowls.
Favre had 2, didn't he?
Nope, just 1.
Oh, okay. Even better.
Some guy named Elway beat him in the second one.
That's right. Okay. I mean, hey, it's still more than what the Bears racked up, but I'm just finding ways to put chinks in their armor. No, it's incredible. And
if you take it back to 1985, the Packers have only won 1 more Super Bowl than the Bears. There you go.
Yeah, I'll have to do the numbers game there. I mean, it's one of those things where it's incredible. I mean, that's just good development too. Even if they got lucky backing up into those quarterbacks, it's another thing to put them in that position and to trust them with it. And I think that's where a bunch of other teams go wrong. Where, I mean, we just saw it with the Browns. They chased out Baker Mayfield. They panicked. Like, what are you doing? You guys have been looking forever. You got one. You chased him out. Vikings did it with Sam Darnold. You had Kirk Cousins. He goes down. You have Dobbs in there for a bit. And eventually you get to Sam Darnold. Well, he falls out for an entire season. He looked awesome. And then you move on and you go get JJ McCarthy. So
think about Kirk Cousins, for instance. They wanted to bring him back on just like a 1-year contract, but he turned them down because Atlanta, he thought that he was going to get a 3-year franchise quarterback, and then they draft Penix. Yeah. So now he probably looks back on it now going, man, I probably should have just resigned with the Vikings and, put up some good numbers and then signed a longer extension. But yeah, it's quarterback world's crazy. I mean, the Broncos, they went through it with, so Elway retired, then it was Greasy. Then they brought in Jake Plummer, then Jay Cutler, and then after that, it was like the floodgates opened. Once Cutler left, it was game on, and then they went through a ton of quarterbacks.
Yeah, so that's where, again, like it takes a little bit of luck, but you also do, as a Bears fan, you got to give credit to the Packers. Sticking to the quarterback seems like an easy thing to do, like stick with your guy. You rarely actually see it, and the Packers stick with their quarterbacks.
Yes, they do.
There's been a moment in there where people were tired of Rodgers, people were tired of Favre, and people early on were not sure about Love, and they stuck with them, and they're reaping the rewards of it. So, with that being said, Raff, we do got to throw it to break, unless you got anything left on the NFL.
Nope, I'm good. Let's throw it to break.
All right, Raff's Good Take on sports coming up next, right here, 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Celebrate Halloween with the Lincoln Stars a day early on Thursday, October 30th, as the Stars host the Sioux City Musketeers. Wear your favorite costume to the game, as there's a contest for both adults and kids with prizes for both age levels. Also, it's a Chuck-a-Puck night, and PBR beers are 2 for $6. It's Halloween Eve at the Icebox on Thursday, October 30th versus the Sioux City Musketeers. Get your tickets today at LincolnStars.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. From now through the end of November, Ferndale fresh turkeys are just $3.99 per pound and in limited stock, perfect for your holiday meals. Plus, you can stop by for lunch on Fired Up Thursday at the Mercado East or Fired Up Friday at the Mercado North. With locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha, get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Back to Raff's Good Take on Sports on 93.7 The Ticket. With all the good takes you need, here is your host, Chris Raff.
All right, final segment, Raff's Good Take on Sports. Wrapping things up, as always, with Raff's Good Take. All right, Chris Raff, on negativity. We started with the sports gambling, and then we got in some NFL. Well, we were kind of to the Packers at least, but we're some positivity. Raff, what's your good take?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take. It's one, it hurts my heart a ton, but it goes out to the Omert family. Ryan Omert played at Nebraska. Just one of the cool guys that I've met. You know, I haven't seen him for years, but just one of the good guys. He lost his son, passed away earlier this week at 10 years old. Duke Omert. He was a big Nebraska fan, a big Kansas City Chiefs fan. I wanted to come on here tonight and give like the call, like touchdown Nebraska, Duke Omert scoring for Nebraska, because I know that was going to happen because just the lineage and everything like that. But I'm going to reach out to my friends, Kyle Crooks, Kent Pavelka, Rick Allen, and Mitch Holthus for the Chiefs, and see if I can get them to do some video calls for the family, just as a tribute to Duke. Ryan, you're an amazing person. Be strong to your family. We love you, and you guys are Raff's Good Take.
Well said, Chris Raff. And yeah, hopefully those guys get all the support that they need, and because it's brutal. And knowing you, Raff, though, I will say you got the connections. You've been around the Lincoln area, so if anybody can make that happen, I think Chris Raff might be the man to do it.
We'll give her a run. We'll give her a run. But I just want something. I wanted to do something cool for them, and I was thinking I'll do it. But then I was like, it'd be a lot cooler, I think, if it comes from those legends. So we'll see what we can do.
Absolutely. Well, good on you for at least having the idea and putting that out there. And I'm sure if you're mentioning him as a good guy, I got no reason to doubt it. That's absolutely true. So well said. I guess real quickly, I'll just say a PSA, not a bad take or a good take. Wear black come Saturday. This is an official blackout. We have to wear black. It'll look silly if we got patchiness going on. And I asked Amorne this, but I'll ask you this before we get out of here. What do you think the ratio is for black shirts? Like the people actually wearing black in the stadium?
Oh, it's probably 85%. But is it true that they're just going to bring the trash bags and everybody that wears a red shirt has to wear a trash bag?
I kind of hope so. It's funny to me. Like, because what's the quote? Blackout or trash? I can't remember what it is, but
I think
around there.
It should be pretty good. But man, it reminds me of a story back. This has been several years ago. My dad went to a game. Didn't go to many Husker games, or hasn't went to many Husker games. And we're like, "Where's Dad sitting at?" And we see this guy sitting with a green shirt on. And I'm like, "There he is." So whoever decides to wear the green shirt on Saturday, you're able to be picked out of a crowd from a long way away. So we'll see if somebody decides to be like my dad and wear a green shirt.
I mean, that's incredible. Why did he do that? I have to ask.
That's my dad. But, if you getting the green, getting the money, I don't know. It was just so funny though, because I was like, where's he sitting at? And I'm like, wait a second, there he is. So that's just, but I was thinking about that this week. I was like, man, I'm glad my dad isn't going to the game on Saturday night, because he'd probably be that guy wearing the green shirt.
And it's one thing, it's called the Sea of Red. And then it's one thing to wear like a white Husker gear or gray Husker gear or black. It's another thing to show up in green, just in there. That's a whole new level of ignoring the Sea of Red.
I think that's where I've kind of got it from through the years, because I used to always, when I'd go downtown in Lincoln, I'd always wear sweatpants.
Hey, there you go. I mean, hey, each their own. To be fair, I was at the club level and I didn't know I was going to the game. I was one of those wearing gray in the Sea of Red. Shame on me. But nonetheless, if you guys are going to the game, wear black. You will stick out if you don't, because it is an official blackout. With that being said, Chris Raff, we'll talk plenty more about this Nebraska versus USC game. Another opportunity presents itself for the Husker football team. You also got volleyball, 20-0, undefeated. Have not lost a set in Big Ten play. Plenty of stuff going on here in Huskerland, wrestling, stuff we haven't even gotten to just quite yet. But, Raff, appreciate it as always. I'll let you go. Me and DP up next, 10 to midnight.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facility.